Hey everybody, thank you for coming to my channel. I am Tammy, the Siberian Wind, and I could not be more happy to have you guys here tonight. This is my normal live sew and chat. Sometimes we do a lot of sewing, sometimes we just do a lot of chatting and we don't even touch the machine. Today we are going to try to get a little bit done. Nothing phenomenal or anything like that. But I am glad you all are here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. You guys have stuck with me and I appreciate it. So I'm going to take a look and see who else here. I see Donnell checked in. I've got Beverly Akins. I've got Nancy, pardon me if I do not pronounce this right, Leventure. Glenda Hyde, Katie Crafts. Guess who, Nancy. And there's, let's see, yeah, I said Andrea. Hi, Andrea. Glad you're here. I think that's everybody. I'm so glad you guys are all here. I see Katie says she spent the afternoon with quilting friends. We made Easter Bunny wall hangings. That does sound like fun. And she said she used Sister Chick's YouTube video for a pattern. I might have to go check that out. And Glenda said, sounds like you had a blast. I agree. Could not agree more. And Andrea, if you will also double check, make sure my closed captions are working. We've had a little bit of technical difficulties this evening. Just check and make sure that they are working because I do want to make sure my videos stay accessible to everyone. So today is Tuesday. It is March 19th. Yes, I had to look at the calendar. I do have a couple of things that are coming up this week. So if you don't already know, on Thursday, we have scheduled Thursday the 21st at 3 p.m. Mountain Time. So that is going to be 5 p.m. Eastern and 2 p.m. Pacific. I will be going live. We are going to finish this right here, or we are going to finish the quilt top for it. This is the Irish Chain baby quilt that I have been working on lives. I worked on it Saturday and then again on Sunday. We only got about 2 hours in on Saturday, and then we got about 3 hours in on Sunday. Well, no, I'll take that back. We got about 5 hours in on Sunday. We got a couple hours, and then my internet gave us an intermission a little bit earlier than I expected. And we finished out with another 3 hours after that. So, okay, so Andrea does not still know what she is getting, but we all know she's won something. Congratulations, Andrea, for whatever you have won. That is so exciting. And if anybody ever needs, I do have a mailing address that I can send you. So, just a little hint. No, I'm just kidding. You're good. I'm very proud of any of my subscribers who managed to get prizes from any other YouTube creators. That is awesome. So if you did not catch this past weekend, I was on Sean, the guy who sews. I was on his channel. He invited me as a special guest. I felt very, very special getting to be on his channel. It was also super special because it was the first time I've been up 6 a.m. and functional in a very, very long time. He is much more of a morning person. It's 8 a.m. his time, but it's 6 a.m. my time. So that was definitely a stretch. And then I still had my live to go later on. If you did not catch the baby quilt tutorial, you do probably need to go back if you want to watch all the steps that went into this. We are going to put 3 more blocks on it on Thursday. We are going to finish out the stashing as well. So if you have not caught it yet and you want to be prepared for Thursday afternoon, go back and watch through. You might page through because there's a lot of repetition, but definitely try to watch as much of those as you can to get going if you want to make this with us. Once I get done making the whole quilt and it's quilted and bound, everything, then I will be making sure to publish a pattern for it if it is not already published before I get to that point. So the quilt top will have a pattern. I won't put the binding instructions and all of that in there. but I started with 5 1-yarn cuts of fabric. So that is what you would need for making this Irish chain baby quilt. So it is 3 blocks by 4 blocks. So it's 12 blocks total. So what we are going to do tonight is, because I have been under the weather lately, I have not gotten to do a lot of sewing. So we are back to the Star Systems by by Elizabeth Hartman. You guys have got to forgive me. You guys have got to forgive me. I had my infusions today, so I am already starting to feel a lot better, but I am definitely not up to normal yet. So by Thursday, I should be back to my normal. So we'll be back to my normal energy level, and we'll stop being in this low power mode that we've been in for the last week and a half or so. I will not be doing any Saturday lives this weekend. I may hop on sometime on Sunday. There's a possibility I'll hop on Friday, but for sure I will be on Thursday afternoon starting at 3 p.m. my time. So again, 5 p.m. Eastern. And that is to get some more time in on the baby quilt and try to get it finished up. I do have another couple of projects in the works that are going to be coming out for us to work on after this Elizabeth Hartman is done. So I'm not going to be dragging this out a whole lot longer, you guys. I promise. I am to the point of putting sashing on these star units. So I have all the small stars assembled, and we are going to be putting the sashing on the outside sides of these. That's what we're going to do tonight. That's all we're going to accomplish tonight. We're not going to do a whole bunch of extra. But I would love to hear what you guys are up to, what kind of trouble you guys are getting into without me, because that's totally not fair. You guys are supposed to include me in all the stitchy goodness. So I will be checking out that Easter Bunny wall hanging that Katie Crafts has posted. Now, if you do want, you know what, hang on. Let me go back and grab our Nightbot so that we have the help. Let's pull him up. It's got to be a guy. You know, he doesn't like everybody, so he's got to be a guy. So I am going to put the Facebook link in the chat. It is just !Facebook. So if you are not already part of the Facebook Siberian Wind Quilting Group, you can click over there and join. I will get you approved and you can get in. So I know what the other thing was. The other announcement that we are looking at. So we have one more Tuesday in March, and then we are going to be into April. So next week, I will be reminding you, if you want to be part of our trunk show on April 2nd, not April Fool's Day, but if you want to be part of the trunk show on April 2nd, you will have the week of the 26th of March all the way to, I'll close everything out about 2 hours before we go live on Tuesday night. So if you do want to be part of the trunk show and show off what you've worked on, what you've been working on, however you want to show that off, you do have to be in the Facebook group to post that. I am not on Instagram, so I'm not going to go hounding any Instagram accounts to go get pictures of your lovely creations. But I do want to help showcase some of the work that all of you have put in, because I could not be more proud to be your friend. I am very, very blessed. I'm glad you guys are here. I am glad to be sharing all of this with you. It is just absolutely awesome. Hi, Denise. Thank you. I am glad you subscribed. Yeah, I do set it so that only subscribers can comment. So I am going to go check one thing. You guys. Oh my gosh. My heart just melted. So before we went live today, we were at 149 subscribers. Denise, you and one other person has put me to 151 subscribers. I am in shock. You guys are awesome. So what we will do also for that trunk show, so we are going to do a show and tell on April 2nd. I do have something that I would like to send to one lucky winner on April 2nd. So you do not necessarily have to be in the United States. But if you are not in the United States, it may be a little bit before I can ship, just because I've got to get the money together, because I'm not going to make you pay for shipping. I don't feel like that's fair to anybody. And I know it's not your fault you live across the pond from me. Hi, it's Kennedy. Glad you are here. So yeah, on April 2nd, we have hit 151 subscribers. So that is 100 more than the last giveaway. So we are going to do a giveaway on April 2nd. So I'm going to write it in my book so I don't forget. And it's going to be the Show and Tell Day as well. So you will have to be here the entire time for the giveaway, or you will have to be here all the way to the end, the day for the giveaway, because I will not announce the winner until the end of the live. Okay? So thank you guys. You have put me at 151 subscribers as of just a few minutes ago. So I'm blessed. You guys, I'm gonna keep saying you guys. I just am. It's humbling. Hi Maritza, glad you are here. It is very humbling that you guys support me the way that you do, that you are here, that you are present, that you are, even if you're not commenting a whole lot, that you're listening, that you're paying, at least some attention. I pay attention to a lot of the subscriber, or a lot of the content creators that I watch as well. So I'm glad that I've met kind of my crew that supports me the way that I like to support other people as well. So I am glad all of you guys are here tonight. Thank you so, so much. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get the machine going. I need some fabric time today. So you guys get to watch me with fabric time. If you are in the chat, if you have not already logged into the Facebook group and you would like to log into the Facebook group, go over and hit exclamation FB in the chat, and that will drop you the link to the Facebook group. That way you can join. Hi, Cindy. You are in Forestville, New York, all across the country. That is awesome. We are going to have to do a Where is Everybody From chat also with our Show and Tell on April 2nd. That's going to be exciting. I'm going to have to do a whole bunch of lead ups to April 2nd. You guys, that is awesome. I'm so honored that you guys are spending your time with me. So I really do appreciate that. All right, now I'm at 152. Okay, I'm going to stop looking at that. I'm going to get you guys over here to the machine so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. So I did turn the light off so you guys will not be blinded by the light. So these are not going to matter which side I put these to. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to put those in the chat. I am able to look up and see the chat fairly regularly. So I will tell you, I've had a couple of updates other than getting my infusion so I can feel better today. I've also taken a look at the place where we were thinking about moving to. There's a couple of possible red flags, so we are looking at other options now. And so we do not know if where we thought we were going is where we're going, but we are staying in our area. So we are glad to be here. We do not want to leave the Casper area, but we are going to have to look at a different option, which is okay. It happens, especially when you are looking for the perfect home. You know that there is no such thing as the perfect home until you find it. There's going to be that perfect home for you out there somewhere. You just have to be open to finding it. And sometimes finding it is a little bit harder than than otherwise might be. I also will be out of town the last week of May. So my live on May 28th, I know that's a couple of months out, so I will have plenty of options to remind you guys. My live on May 28th will be different than my normal lives. I will still go live. I will test out the going live from my phone. So we will test that theory and see how well it works. I don't know if I will have my machine with me or not, but we will have something going on. If I don't feel like I can handle it, what we will do is I will record something and we will do it as a premiere, so I can be in the chat and chat with you guys while you guys are watching what I have put together. So we will try that format and see what happens. Haven't done one of those yet, so that would be new. If you are in the chat and you do have a channel, I do not mind if you self-promote. As long as you are not spamming the channel with your link, all you need to do is do !selfie, and then all of our viewers can go visit your channel as well. So I do not mind. So once I get all of these attached, then I will have all the pieces, and I will do the assembly to get all of the star block pieces assembled, and then we are going to start playing around with how we're going to lay this out and whether we're going to follow the pattern directions or if we're going to make some adjustments. So I probably will have you guys on live for that. So if I do go live for this, it probably will be Friday. I'm not sure if it's going to be morning or evening or what yet. I know if I go evening, it will be probably about the same time everybody else is going live too. So I know, it would be you choose who you're going to watch live and who you're going to come back for. So I do understand. But if I can go live earlier in the day on Friday, I might do that. So we're going to see. So you came from the Cabbage Patch. Oh, dear. I don't know what to think of that. You've got me laughing, though. It's Kennedy who put in the chat that she came from the Cabbage Patch. So you guys, I don't know where the Cabbage Patch is, but I had a Cabbage Patch doll when I was a kid. Her name was Kelly. And of all the Cabbage Patch dolls that I could get, I got the one that was named Kelly and had red hair, and they were braided into pigtails on the sides of her head. She says, "Okay, I'm really in That's close enough." I haven't seen cabbage grow around here, but that's kind of close enough. We'll take it. So she had purple corduroy overalls. Oh. So somebody made me feel old today. Somebody made me feel really young. I think Saturday or Sunday. I think Sunday on my live. Somebody made me feel really young. Said I couldn't be older than 25. And I felt really blessed that, somebody thought that I'm not young. I don't know if it's their eyes that needs checking or if it's my makeup that's really, really that good or what the combination is. But it was unexpected. And today, the lady that was starting my IV for my infusion, she was born the year I graduated high school. That makes you feel old real quick. I've never had that happen. Oh, I wanted to know where you were from. Gotcha. So, is anybody working on sewing this evening? And if you were working on sewing something, what are you working on? Are you working on stars? Or what are you working on? What pattern are you working on? I got last night at the Quilt Guild meeting that I was at, somebody had brought in a group of 4 bags full of different fabrics that were being donated. And we got first dibs to go through it and pick things out. Well, I can usually find things that I want to work with, so I usually let other people go first. And I kind of hang around, and if there's something that nobody else wanted, but I feel like that I could use, that's what I get. Cindy says, I'm working on sewing bags. Awesome. Awesome. I have not made a bag in a little bit. I've made bags, but I haven't made any in a little bit. But so everybody had gone through and picked up what they wanted. And it was a combination of fabrics. There was some jersey, there was some nylon, there was felt. Oh gosh, what else was there? I think there was a little bit of fur. There was something that was already crocheted or knitted, like a partial project. Gosh, there were all kinds of different fabrics and textures in those bags. And there was a lot of like when it comes to me, I will think of it. Maybe a twill, maybe, is what I'm thinking of. So there was a lot of different textures in those bags, and the only things that I will ever take are going to be quilting cottons. I've got some fabrics that are not quilting cottons, but they are for a very specific project. I don't get a whole bunch of scraps of anything that isn't cotton. I'm finishing up hand quilting a quilt I've been working on for a while now. Wanted to get it done by tomorrow so I could start on another of my tops. They are designs of my own. Andrea, I bet they are gorgeous. You will definitely need to share if you want to share in the Sew and Tell on April 2nd. I would love to see everything that you've got going on. Morning from Western Australia. Thank you, Janet. I appreciate it. That's exciting. Janet is one of the 2 Australians that I know of that subscribed. I can't remember the name of the other subscriber, but thank you, Janet. I appreciate it. So 5:21 at night is morning over in Australia. Got it. I'm letting you do all the work tonight. I just finished up another memory bear. I have one more. Wow. I will be so thankful when I get done. I bet you will. That sewing memory bears can be so tough. So I am so excited for you. That is awesome. I went through these bags and I was separating out anything that was quilting cotton. And that way, if somebody came up and was wanting to still look after I got done, then they would know, okay, everything in this pile is quilting cotton, everything not in this pile is questionable. 7:21 a.m. Oh, you're already in Wednesday. Okay, so Janet's beat us into Wednesday. Gotcha. Well, I am so excited you are here. That is awesome. So you guys are always watching Sean at night, late at night. I am so much more of a night owl. Beverly says, it's Kennedy. I have made 2 of the memory bears. That's awesome. So you know exactly what she's going through over there working on those bears. So I felt that, so 2 of the bags that they brought to us last night were in cardboard boxes. And there were 2 that weren't. So the 2 that weren't, they were on the floor and then they got moved to chairs. So it was easy to get to the bottom of those bags. There was one on the table that was inside a box. And well, I emptied out the entire bag, and so I started feeling around at the bottom of the box, and there was something underneath the bag. Whoever had donated this had a couple of kits. They were part of a year 2000 Marty Michelle pattern piece. It was a block of the month series, and I believe it's called Starry Night. So it's really old. I have found the pattern on Etsy, and you can buy all 8 months of the pattern for like $12. And they're new and not used or whatever. And I'm not going to buy all the other months, but I got months 7 and 8, which were kind of the finishing months. And it came with all the fabrics. So they were untouched, uncut. So I've got several half-yard cuts of high-quality quilting cotton that I picked up last night out of the donation box. Aw, that's sweet that your friend loved them. I issued the start. What are you? Oh, you missed the start. Got you. Are you able to turn the captions on? I thought they were. Let me go see. I thought they were turned on. Are you serious that it's not going to let me? Let me see. Because I thought for sure that it was going to let me enable. It does not let me adjust it there. Let me see if there's another spot where I can adjust it. Oh, goodness. Live chat replay, visibility public, playlist, no. Automatically says concepts tags. It should be on. Doesn't look like it will, because I cannot change the button. Let me see let me check one other place and see. No, it does not let me change it. I am so sorry. I thought for sure that I had them on. Yeah, I knew I was having technical difficulties. Let me put this in the chat. Okay. I will see about editing my video after the fact and putting captions on the screen if YouTube does not fix it for replay as well. What I'm working on. So I am working on Elizabeth Hartman's Star Systems pattern. So here it is again. And so each of these star systems, let me pull one that's brighter. There we go. This orange is brighter. You will have a center star, and you will have 8 of these outer stars. So when it comes down to it, when you are doing these outer star systems, this is an entire block here. So these points are part of the background, except where they join to the next star system. So part of the star system, or part of the star, is part of the next piece. So when I go to alter the pattern, I'm going to have to think about how I'm going to do that. So it may not work. This pattern comes out to be 80 inches by 80 inches, which is too small for what I wanted. I wanted to be able to make this into a king size quilt. And the only way that I could do that technically using this without altering it would be to add extra borders. And it really just doesn't make sense to add extra borders. So I'm making double of what I should make. So we are going to see if I can make it king size and make the adjustments. We're going to play with it and do a little bit of math. And that is what this project is. On Thursday, starting at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is 5 p.m. Eastern and 2 p.m. Pacific Time, we will be finishing this quilt right here. This is a baby quilt. It is a little bit larger than what I originally intended. I did want it to be a crib size, but it's going to be a little oversized. So I may not put the extra sashing and borders that I wanted on it. So we're going to see. We shall see. So Janet, a couple of other things that I did say in the beginning is on April 2nd, my April 2nd live, my Tuesday night live, we are going to do a Sew and Tell. So if you are not already a member of the Facebook group, you can do !FB or !group, either one. And that will give you a link to the Facebook group. And you can go in and request to join. It is a private group, so whatever you share there will not be made public. You don't have to worry about your gift recipient seeing what you've made unless your gift recipient is in the group. So that is it's all private. I do have a super secret project that I have been working on, and you see the updates for that super secret project in the group. You don't see it anywhere else because, again, then it's not a secret. So if you want to join that group, feel free to. If you want to join the Sew and Tell, you have to be in that group. That is the only way I'm going to pick up photos right now. Once I have moved to my new studio, then we will start talking about doing an email option for picture submission. But I have not set that up yet. So this is what I am attaching. So I have my star, I have a sashing piece, and I'm attaching the other sashing. And it actually doesn't matter which side I attach this to, because it could go this way in the quilt, or it could go this way, or it could go this way. Either way, where this seam is not going to matter. Think I joined? I will check. Absolutely. Because I do try to keep it pulled up, so if you guys are joining during the live that I can see it. I do see something. Let me see if that is part of it. Member requests. Yes, we do. Awesome. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I've got 3 new members in there. So Janet, if you did, you will be able to see. You will be able to look in the group and see. But again, I mean, there's not a whole lot going on right now in it because everybody's here. But that is where you will see everything and where you can post for the Sew and Tell when we do that on April 2nd. And because we have hit 150 subscribers, we are at 152 as of right now. Because we have hit 152 subscribers, I will be doing another giveaway. I did my last giveaway at 50 subscribers, so we will do one at 150. And you will have to watch all of April 2nd's live in order to be eligible to win. I have something that was a gift to me for Christmas. However, I already have one. So that is going to a lucky subscriber. So only subscribers, if you are watching the replay, only subscribers are eligible to win because you do have to subscribe in order to comment during a live. So you do have to subscribe on YouTube in order to be eligible to win. So today we are working on that of Elizabeth Hartman. We will be working on the baby quilt on Thursday. The super secret project, there will be updates tomorrow afternoon. Or tomorrow evening when I get a chance to get back to the computer. So there will be some updates on it then. So you guys will see kind of where things are going with it. I will probably be finally to another big progress point with it. So you guys will get to see kind of where we're at with all of that. Once we get the one panel of the super secret project done, then we will get to start pulling out the other fabrics. And I will be doing some technique courses on the other parts of the super secret project. There is going to be some applique and some reverse applique. So I will be doing some technique. I will be teaching some techniques on the Tuesday Night Lives that will go into that process. Even if it is not actually working on the super secret project, you guys will get to see how I am doing my applique and reverse applique. So I will be sharing that with you all. I am happy to share it with you. And I will also be sharing with you the pattern for the baby quilt, the Irish chain inspired. It is not an actual true Irish chain. A true Irish chain typically involves using 2 blocks or using 1 block and no sashing. Mine is 1 block, no sash, or with sashing, so that is what is setting it apart as an Irish chain spin or Irish chain spin-off, and not a proper Irish chain. But it is very similar to how you would do a very detailed Irish chain. So I will go into more detail about that once I publish the pattern, and that one will be free as well. Hi, So Terry, glad you are here. Thank you for giving us a wave to let us know you got in the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, so you guys, the other update. All right, so the house plan is kind of like messed up right now. My infusion went well, and I'm starting to already feel it. So I broke the screen on my phone. So I replaced it, and my new phone is a heck of a lot smaller. I know it's kind of harder to see. Here, there we go. They are both Samsung phones. Don't hate on me for that. But my new phone is considerably smaller, and they are both in the case, or their cases, but I broke the screen, so I've replaced it, and I will get the screen fixed on this and have it as a backup. Awesome, yes, thank you for the thumbs up, I appreciate that. Listening while I do some paperwork, that is the best thing to do, is to listen while you do paperwork, because you got to do the paperwork. The paperwork is not going to go away. So it is good that you are listening. I appreciate it. And yes, if you have not already hit the thumbs up, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. That lets YouTube know that you aren't just hanging out because you're hanging out. You are hanging out because you like the content. I am not currently earning anything from YouTube. I am not planning to earn anything from YouTube. I am here because I like to share with you guys, and I like to hang out. Hey lady, how are you doing today? Thank you, Donnell. I am doing fabulous. My meds are kicking in. They are definitely helping. I do not feel like I am exhausted. Don't get me wrong. If you've never had an infusion, depending on the medication, it can take a lot out of you. So it did, and I'm not gonna lie, I am flat out exhausted. However, I can already tell that my hip is not hurting as much as it has been the last 4 days. I am still using my walker, and I will be for, I don't know, I might be able to come back off of it after probably tomorrow. But I do have to use my walker kind of when that infusion medicine gets out of my system enough. I do have to revert back to my walker. I should have been using it Monday night and I didn't. But yeah, I will be back off of the walker again by Thursday. And that will last me for another good 4 weeks or so. So that's nothing to sneeze at. I mean, it helps. So Donnell's in here saying hi to everybody. So Terry says, I love my droids. I will say they're okay. I'm not sold. I have a very unpopular opinion on cell phones. I used to work for a cell phone provider. Just send a request to the Facebook group. I will get you logged in over there. Let me refresh my screen for it. And let's see, there we go. I see you, Jan. Thank you. So you are now in. All right, so my unpopular opinion, I did work for a cell phone provider, a very big name cell phone provider here in the United States, and I saw what can go really, really right and really, really wrong with both Android and with iPhone. So they both have their place, and don't get me wrong, they have their place. I am not a flip phone fanatic, so don't come after me for that. Don't hate on me for that. However, I really, really am kind of bummed that Microsoft, the Windows phones, did not take off and are not supported. I actually still have a Windows 10 phone that is like off in a drawer, but I would totally use that thing over either of these any day. It's going to be slow. But it does not have all the apps that I have become accustomed to. When Microsoft brought up their Windows phones, when they brought them out with Windows 8, they kind of bombed. They really didn't do as phenomenal as Microsoft expected. And I mean, that's going to happen because, it's a new option, and Apple and Google kind of like took over the market. So I get it. I get it. And then Microsoft came out with the Windows 10 phone, and I will not lie, you guys, I actually saved up a while so that I could buy my Windows phone outright and own the thing because I wanted it. The Windows phone that I bought, when, of course, Microsoft came out with that, was not supported by the cell phone carrier that I worked for. So I actually moved my cell phone service to another provider where I wasn't getting my huge discount for being an employee. I moved it to another provider just so I could use the phone that I fell in love with. Jan says, I am an Apple girl. There are a lot of people who are, and there is nothing wrong with that. I will say that. I completely understand. My husband and my dad both have iPhones. My husband has an iPad. He has actually a couple of iPads. Only one that's active on the networks. But, yes, the mouse that Donnell uses. I may be swapping to get a different mouse later, just so that I'm not like moving it around and having to have a mouse pad. So I may consider that. I just haven't gotten there yet. I used to have one. I am a very tech savvy consumer, and I definitely research what I get. So the reason that I don't personally have an iPhone now, or don't have an Apple device now, is I kind of got frustrated with having to buy things just because that's the only way it was offered on the Apple platform. And that became kind of a little annoying to me because I am one of those people that I like to try things, and then if it doesn't work out, I don't want to have to spend money on it. And with Android, there's a lot more out there. that is available to try that you don't have to buy. So my husband and my dad both have iPhones, and then my mom and I both have Androids. My mom has a much older phone than I do, but she is perfectly happy with it. She doesn't have any problems pairing that phone with her vehicle. She had upgraded for a little bit and had lots of problems. So she's glad she went back to the phone she's got. I make sure that, if my parents want to upgrade their phones, I don't have a problem with that. I will make sure that they can. I can work all day and my hand never hurts anymore. I understand. My mouse is actually, let me double check before I say it. Yes, my mouse and my keyboard are combined into one piece. So I just have to have one USB available to use my wireless keyboard and wireless mouse. So that's why right now I have not upgraded and changed out my mouse to a different mouse, because then I would have to have a separate plug, because I can't do Bluetooth. My computer does Bluetooth. However, I frequently turn my Bluetooth off on the computer. Hi, Joyce. Glad you are here. So I turn my Bluetooth off on the computer and then turn, if my Bluetooth headset, for example, I want it connected to my phone normally, but there are times that I use it with the computer. And so there's a lot of back and forth. So I really don't want to leave Bluetooth turned on the computer. It leads to a lot of confusion, extra frustration that I just don't need. So Joyce, you have missed a couple of things, but I will go over them real quick. We have hit 150 subscribers. So we are over 150. Let me go check, because you guys have got me excited. I cannot lie. I am super excited because it's amazing. Oh wow, you guys, we have grown 5 subscribers during the live. And I know 5 doesn't sound like a lot, but I am at 154. So thank you all. So to celebrate hitting 150, we are going to, I'm here still listening while I make my breakfast. No worries, Jan, no worries. So we are going to do a giveaway on April 2nd, on the April 2nd live. Yes. So my first giveaway was when we hit 50 subscribers, and we have completely blown past. So if I hit 200, we're going to, I don't know. We're going to still do the April 2nd giveaway for how many of our subscribers that I've hit by then. But so I was on Sean's live over at The Guy Who Sews. Amazing, amazing gentleman. Great creator. Absolutely fantastic. And I went from having 94 subscribers before I got on his channel to not only have I blown past 100, because I was like, well, I'm just looking to get to 100 by the 25th of March. Well, I've definitely blown past that. So I share too, we are getting you growing. Thank you, Andrea. I appreciate it. I really like to have people who are engaged with the channel. So I don't want a whole bunch of subscribers that just aren't ever hanging out with me. I want everybody who subscribes to be hanging out with me and enjoying the content. And I'm not going to change from what I'm doing. I'm going to change projects because you'll eventually get tired of this. But I'm not going to change my content format. I'm not going to start doing a lot of box openings and all of that. I'm not going to change and do a whole bunch of yours is grown as well. Yay, So Terry, that is awesome. And also, again, for anybody who is in the chat, if you are a channel creator or content creator, if you have a YouTube channel, go hit !selfie. It's free advertisement. I don't mind. Just don't do it every 5 seconds. But yeah, go put your channel in there just by doing !selfie. Do a little self-promotion. I do not mind. and I might even find you from your channel. So where was I? So I blew past 100, and then now I've blown past 150. Do I get any subscriptions? No, I do not. Well, I take that back. I kind of do. It's not really a subscription. So if you have heard Cotton Cuts Tree of Life, I was asked by a friend to do the Cotton Cuts Tree of Life mystery with her. She wanted to do it, but she was quite a bit nervous. And I do not have a problem. It's like, okay, well, we'll learn together. Absolutely. You guys, she has blown me away. She is completing these blocks every month when we get the email. I forward the email to her. I have not even gotten it printed off and given her a print off copy, guys, before she has gotten those blocks done. So Cotton Cuts does make those Cotton Cuts mysteries super easy. Yes, you do work on sewing machines a lot, but that's okay. Everybody needs to have their own kind of thing that they do. So yeah, I do work on my own machines, but I don't work on a whole bunch of extras. I just don't have the heart for it anymore. So if Nightbot doesn't catch you, Donnell, I don't know why. We'll see. I'll keep watching to see if Nightbot caught you. I don't know if it's that it was I wonder if Nightbot's set the way it should be. I don't see a timeout. So let's see commands if there shouldn't be a thing blocking you from it. I don't know why Nightbot is taking its time. So if it doesn't do it, yeah, go ahead and try it again. Hi, Charlotte. Glad you are here. Glad. All right, so we are doing the giveaway on April 2nd. We are also going to do the Sew and Tell. So it is going to be a different format from the normal just sit and chat all night, or, well, for an hour and a half. Yeah, I might have been sleeping. You're right. Nightbot is kind of picky sometimes. But yeah, we are going to do a giveaway, and we are going to do Sew and Tell. We are going to make the first Tuesday night of the month a Sew and Tell night. So I will start reminding you guys and putting it in the community and doing a whole bunch of extra things and giving extra links to the Facebook group. So if you do want to join, you can. You can also do !group or !FB for Facebook. And that will give you a link to the Facebook group. If you are not already in and you want to become a member of the private Facebook group, you can. In the private Facebook group, if you, under the Sew and Tell that I will be posting up on the 26th, that will give you about a week to get your pictures in to be shared on YouTube Live. Okay? So I'm not going to just share just everything that's in the chat. I'm not going to share everything that's on the group. I am only going to share what is shared specifically for Sew and Tell. So if you don't want something shared, you do not have to put it under the Sew and Tell. You can still post it in the group. And if you did not say that it's okay for Sew and Tell, it won't get shared. So I do want to respect everyone's privacy on that, because I know, for example, my super secret project, if it got shared on YouTube Live and my gift recipient saw it, I would be quite a bit disappointed. So my super secret project only gets posted in that group, so that there's no chance that they will see it. And what we are working on tonight is the star systems by Elizabeth Hartman. I tried to call her Angela earlier, but it is by Elizabeth Hartman. So we are getting that done. The other two kind of things. So Thursday afternoon, 3 p.m. Mountain Time, I'm going to go live to start working again on the baby quilt. So that is it is an Irish chain inspired quilt. It is not a straight Irish chain, so there is a little bit of variation with it. So we have 3 more blocks to finish, and we have sashing to do as well. And I am going to be doing a little bit of picking things apart to show exactly how you do, like how you can make it without having to cut extra strips, or if you don't have extra fabric, you don't have to buy anything extra. You can do this. This is done with 5 1-yard cuts. So there's not more than 1 yard being used. Now I did cut the entire yard of everything. So we will have some extra. And I can tell you once I write the pattern, I can tell you exactly how much fabric you would need to make it if you had no errors. But 1 yard will give you enough to make the entire 1 yard of each will give it to you. What time is it for you so I can work out when you go live? So my Tuesday night lives always start at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. The Thursday night this week that I am going live is 3 p.m. Mountain Time. So my Thursday night is not a normal time. It's not a normal live. That is a add in because we did not get it done on Sunday. Kind of hit a wall, kind of hit too much exhaustion, couldn't push through. So we are going to finish it on Thursday. And it will probably be, I'm expecting that it will run about a couple of hours, but it shouldn't be a lot more than that. Now there are already 3 lives already up. They are from this weekend. So there is a Saturday and then there are 2 for Sunday. It is currently 5:55 p.m. Janet, on Tuesday. So if it's already Wednesday for you, it will be on Thursday morning for you. Hi, Giovanna. Glad you are here. Glad you were able to join us. So I will be doing, we will be doing the finish on the baby quilt on Thursday. But there are 3 lives. So what happened on Saturday is I kind of ran out of steam at 2 hours. There was just nothing left in me. So we went ahead and stopped. So if you want the basic cutting instructions to get started, that is in Saturday's live. And you will see how we kind of get started with everything. Then on Sunday's live, I do get your 14 hours. That sounds about right. Yeah, because it's 7, then, yeah, I think about that. That sounds about right. So Sunday we got going, and I was going to take a less than 5-minute intermission. And so I was going to finish up what I was sewing, take a 5-minute intermission, come back, and everybody was going to have a dance party while I was gone. And we were going to come back and keep going. However, my internet provider decided that it was time to go ahead and take the intermission 10 minutes early. And I had no control over how long that intermission lasted. So I had to start a whole new live. Janet is in Australia, and then Giovanna is in Italy. So Giovanna is 7 hours ahead. Giovanna said, here it's 1 a.m. and my daughter just got home so I can relax. Oh, that is awesome. Wait, why was she out till 1 a.m.? No, wait, don't answer that. Oh, well, I will say this. My stepdaughter is 14, so if she were out till 1 a.m., there'd be a lot of questions to be answered. Hi, Mona. Glad you are here. Glad you are here. Thank you for joining into the chat tonight. So, yeah, we are going to do the giveaway and show and tell on April 2nd. And nobody gets to see oh, she had a date. Ooh, now it's a question if she had a good date. So we are going to do the giveaway on April 2nd and the show and tell. Next week, if everything falls the way that I am looking for, she's 25. Awesome. Yeah, she's got 11 years on mine, my youngest. So if everything falls into place, next week I will be doing binding. So you guys get to see how I do binding, and we are going to get a quilt bound while I am on live. Oh, not good. Oh, that's awful. Well, maybe some good sewing would cheer her up. We need to get her into sewing. We can always hope, right? We can always hope. Yes, it is awesome that we can all be together in here. I love it. I love the support, you guys. I really do. I don't do this because I make money, because I'm not big enough of a name yet to make money. But even making money, I would be here just because I do enjoy the sense of community, and I enjoy getting to share with you what I'm working on and maybe inspire your next project. And if there's something that you want to learn how to do, I am not going to do, like, everything is not going to be a tutorial. I'm not going to swap to that kind of content. However, if there's something you want to learn to do, I don't mind doing something along those lines. It might be a few weeks or whatever, but if I can fit something into my schedule, I will make sure to announce in advance, hey, I'm going to be doing this. Hey, we're going to be working on this tonight. Get all that going so you guys can learn while I am working on my normal everyday stuff. So we sew not for the money, but for the fun. Absolutely. There is not a whole lot of money in sewing unless you are really, really impressively good at it. And if you've already seen that Prismatic Star had to be taken away, you already know that I'm not that good at it. I have so many quilts, so I am trying to make faux leather bags. Ooh. You will definitely have to share all that in the group. I'm super excited. I have not made anything with leather or faux leather in a really, really long time. The closest that I came, I'm gonna have to look and see if I've got pictures, you guys. But I'm making a mental note of it. I made purses for my mom and my grandmother one year for Christmas. And me being the extra person that I am, I use, it wasn't suede, but it was kind of like it had a pill to it, so it wasn't velvet either. But maybe it was faux suede, I don't know. Only if they look good. That is all a matter of opinion. So, you guys, the little young lady that, and I can call her that. I can call her little because she was little, and I can call her a young lady because she was definitely that. She was born the year I graduated high school. She's the one that started my infusion for me today and was running my infusion. That makes you feel old in a hurry. I mean, I could be old enough to be her mom. I'm not, because I didn't have any kids about the time she was born, but goodness. I never imagined how old that could make you feel when you meet somebody that was born the year you graduated high school. Now I know how my husband feels. I married, my husband he graduated high school in May and I was born in October. So we don't have a May-December wedding, we have a May-October wedding. May-October marriage. But it is definitely that weirdness going on with it. Because, I mean, gotta think about it. I now know that I'd probably make him feel old, but oh well. Judy, hi, glad you are here. I am trying to watch and make sure I see if there's a new name I haven't seen before tonight or seen in the chat tonight. So I'm glad you are here. So I guess now's a really good time to ask you guys then. If I put something on the community page, so if I let you guys know, hey, there's an announcement, or hey, there's this coming up, is that something you guys see? Or would you rather me do like a super short little blurb video or something like that just says, hey, this is what we're doing? That way you guys can get announcements from me. So do you want, I do post in the Facebook group. So if you're not a member of the Facebook group and you've just come into the chat, if you want to join the private Facebook group where we are just sharing our quilting work, then you are more than welcome to do !group and join the Facebook group. Hi, Janice. Glad you are here. And Janice does have a channel, if I'm not mistaken, a Facebook or a YouTube channel. If you do, Janice, and you want to put it in there, or if you are here and you have a Facebook, okay, if you have a YouTube channel, short video, okay, awesome. And Donnell says she likes the shorts. All right, I will work on that. That will be my deal, is I will do shorts to tell you guys about the announcements. So I'll give you reminders. But I'm not going to give you any reminders about Thursday. I don't think. I will debate on that. Giovanna says I am okay with shorts. Okay. Awesome. So I will try it. I have not done a short that isn't just like a little edited something or other. So I've never put my face on a short. So I guess I'm going to try it and see how it goes. Okay, so if you have a channel, you can do !selfie, and that will give everybody a link to your channel. I do not mind doing self-promotion. If you are doing it right after someone else, it may take Nightbot a minute, and you may have to try again. That is not me. That is just Nightbot being Nightbot. Gotta love Nightbot. So we've got Janice in here, and we've got Donnell. I think she already put hers in once already. And we've got Mona did what? Those are the ones that I know off the top of my head just from seeing them. So if you do want to put !selfie, you absolutely can. Georgie, hi, glad you are here. I am working on the Star Systems pattern from Elizabeth Hartman. So there is, oh, you know what? Let me see if there is a link in the description. And if not, I will go grab it. Let's take a look and see. Oh, goodness. All right, hang on. I know it's here somewhere. I know it is. Okay, it is in the description. So that is a link to Elizabeth Hartman's Shopify where you can buy the pattern. I asked for it for my birthday and I received it as a present. However, it is only 80 by 80 inches by 80 inches square. And I want a much larger quilt, so I did make double. So everything that I am making double what the pattern calls for because I'm extra. I'm so extra. So we are working on that right now. I've been letting everybody know Thursday, 3 p.m. Mountain Time, I am going to have a live up for the baby quilt, the Irish chain inspired baby quilt. So I do have 9 blocks put together. So we will get the last 3 plus the sashing done. And everything will make sense when you see it all going together. And I have not fixed any of the extra strips. So we will have a little bit of cutting. So you guys will get to see, what we're going to do to get those last little pieces. Yes, awesome. Giovanna says she already is on your channel, Janice. That is awesome. All right, so Tuesday night, 5 p.m. Mountain Time. So we have been live an hour. Well, I've technically been live an hour and 23 according to my software, but we've been live for sure for just over an hour. So if you want to bookmark it as a time frame, so an hour, go an hour back, and that is your reminder time. If you have not, when you subscribe to my channel, if you have not hit that little bell, or you're not getting those notifications, make sure that when you subscribe to a channel, if you want to get all their notifications, you hit the little drop down arrow thing that's right beside the drop down arrow thing that's underneath the subscribe button or next to the subscribe button, and it will tell you if you're going to get all the personalized or none of those notifications. Giovanna says, I've been cutting grass in the last few days, so I haven't sown anything. I remember this weekend you said you were cutting grass, or you were going to go cut it, or you had cut it. So I do remember that. That is awesome. So yeah, we are going to do this on Thursday. Thursday is not a normal live time for me. So that is kind of a fill-in so we can get this done. I may be going live on Friday. Do not quote me yet. Hi, Katie. I am glad you are here. Everybody, welcome Katie, Greenland Quilter, to the chat. So Katie is still here in the States, if I'm not mistaken. And she actually lives in Greenland. So her channel is Greenland Quilter. Katie, if you want, do exclamation selfie, and that will give everyone a link to your channel. So once she gets back into Greenland, she's going to be able to resume her normal content. If you guys did not know, or you have not met Katie before, I actually kind of got my start thanks to Katie. She offered a New Year's Eve live to stitch for, I believe it was 12 hours. So I could zoom in with Katie, and then she would post the Zoom on her live. And so I zoomed in and I stayed for all 12 hours. Now, not to say I didn't take a break, because I did. But Katie was thankfully so willing to put me on her channel with her that I kind of got my feet wet and decided that yes, I was going to go ahead and do this and get a channel started. So I knew it was going to take me about a month, and I got my first video up January 25th. So yep, it was all thanks to Katie giving me the inspiration. So thank you, Katie. I do want to appreciate that. Yesterday, the battery on the mower died before you had finished the last row, so I had to cut it today. Oh, goodness. That always stinks. Katie says, Giovanna, and then Katie says, heading to Georgia tomorrow morning. Awesome. That's exciting. That is so exciting. I haven't been to Georgia in a little bit. Of course, I'm halfway across the country. All right, so I've got all those attached. So all I'm going to do now is I am going to cut these apart, and I'll show you guys what I'll have done. Oh, that's awesome. Judy's offering to drive over to Carrollton and meet you, Katie. That would be awesome. I am too far away to make that drive. The Mississippi Gulf Coast is 24-hour drive, as is Central Alabama. So it is a long drive from here. Charlotte says, watch your Cotton Cuts Clue 2 video today, Janice. I'm doing Autumn Shades Small 2. Oh, that's awesome, you guys. That is awesome. So I will probably, on my second April live, I will probably do my Cotton Cuts then too, if it's Kennedy is already done with hers. I knew I'd seen you before, but couldn't remember where. I was watching Katie's live. Yes, that is where you saw me, Georgie. I do remember your name too. I do remember your name from that. But yeah, that was me. And on that live, I was working on the Quiltworks Feathered Snowflake Tree Skirt. My husband has decided that he wants it as a table runner or table topper. So it is layered but not yet quilted. So I still have to get that quilted up. But it is layered with batting and backing. And have too many Cotton Cuts mystery quilts. I hear ya. I am working on the chestnut. And I am doing it in small. My friend is doing hers in, oh gosh, it's escaping me. I believe it's the same one that Sew Becca is working on. And my friend is doing hers also in small. So we are both doing the small. Small. Yeah, I don't have that accent normally. Sorry. Gotta experiment occasionally. But I got mine done on good night, Mona. Glad you are here. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Okay, Katie's saying I did all the Florida shop hop. We went to visit 45 stores and probably traveled over 2,000 miles altogether. It's been fun and eye-opening, and I've met a few new people. That is awesome. Jan says, I have 6 so far, so taking a break from them. I don't blame you. I don't blame you one bit. Judy and Joyce both saying good night to Mona. Glad you were here, Mona. This is my first time doing a Cotton Cuts, and I do not mind them. They are not bad, but that's not going to be my normal content because I know it is not in everybody's budget and it's not in everybody's option range. So I didn't do it for content. I did it because I'm working with a friend on it. But, it is what it is, right? I am enjoying it. I am very much enjoying it. And it's really funny when my friend who's doing it with me, who wanted me to do it with her, when she gets hers done, and then it's like, oh yeah, I've already got that done. She is spreading her wings, and I'm loving to watch it. Loving to watch it. All right. This is my first time too. Awesome, Janice. That is awesome. Yeah, I had not gotten any of them before. So I don't have any subscription boxes, but the Cotton Cuts Mystery is kind of a subscription box if you want to think of it that way. But I did already get my entire box. So I did do a box opening for that just because it was exciting. But that's not going to be my normal content. So, all right. So that's all of the blocks that I've got sewn and that I needed to get sewn. And I want to move this bottom camera. So this thing is moving in case I don't want to get you guys sick. We're going to see. I have confetti. Okay. This is a normal thing. But yeah, these are shedding. Have I guessed the layout yet? No, I haven't. Since this is my first one, I don't know that I'm going to be able to. So I know that block 2 for the small was the same size as one of the sections from month 1. So, I could kind of play with it, but haven't done it yet. Jan says, I get the Sew Sampler subscription box. That is awesome. I have not decided if I want to get something like that. Right now, getting a subscription box, especially knowing I'm about to move, and so my address my mailing address shouldn't change, but knowing I've got to move, I'm going to have the expenses involved with moving. It's a lot for me to even think about doing something like that right now. And I probably have more than enough fabric to keep me sewing for the next 2 years at least. So Loretta says, first time seeing your channel. I like it. Thank you so much, Loretta. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Charlotte says, I made the Cotton Cuts Christmas table runner, but this is my first mystery quilt. I have done a couple of mystery quilts before. So I think I will show you guys when I do the sew. I think every month when I do the sew and tell episodes. So the first Tuesday is when I'm going to do those. So when I do the sew and tell episodes, I am going to show you guys one quilt from my stash. And These are the quilts that I personally own. And I think I will also show you one quilt from my gifted stash. So these are the quilts that I have gifted away to someone for some reason whatsoever. Giovanna says, I am off to bed. I wish you all a great evening. I appreciate Giovanna. We're not going to hang out too much longer, so you're not going to miss much. Charlotte says, I made the Cotton Cuts Christmas table runner. Oh, Fish vs. Mystery Quilt, yeah. I am doing Cotton Cut Puzzle Mystery Quilt and Serenity. I'm sorry about the burps. Serenity Small. Ooh. I bet that's a beautiful colorway. I think I remember that one too. Jan says, I'm also a Lori Holt fan, so I get her Fat Quarter subscription from Fat Quarter Shop. I could not tell you if I'm a Lori Holt fan or not. I will say that. I'm not a Tula Pink fan, but I couldn't say whether or not I'm a Lori Holt fan. I would have to honestly look at her fabric lines to be able to tell you. So I would have a lot of remedial work. All right. So this is one of my units. This is a red. So if you notice up here at the top, these do not match. I have gone back and remeasured everything. So this is cut correctly. This is cut correctly. This is pieced correctly and is the correct size. I mean, I could literally go in, and I'm sorry, you guys, I have the window blinds open, so you guys are getting sunlight on my fabric. But they are pieced correctly. Yes, please don't forget to give a thumbs up. I appreciate it. So there's going to be a triangle piece pieced over the top of this. So this is actually going to get trimmed off right through here, as per the pattern. So I am not worried about these. So when I was lining up to the bottom of the star unit. You do not want to line up to the top of the sashing. So it doesn't say in the pattern that they're going to be off like that, but they are off. And that comes into play. I love a good trunk show. Me too. Thanks. I'll keep watching or listening till I fall asleep. Thank you, Giovanna. Joy says, I did a Cotton Cuts Puzzle Mystery Quilt once. That was enough for me. It's been 3 to 4 years ago. I understand. Janet says, I'm not a fan of Tula as well. Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful fabric. Don't get me wrong. It is gorgeous fabric. But my colorways are definitely more the dark, like this dark purple. This is out of my normal comfort zone. Like, it's not out of my comfort zone, I'll say that. But it's not in my normal colorway. I had none of this. I had to go purchase all of that. So this isn't something I could just pull from my stash because it's not something I would own. I do have some quilts that would shock you that are part of my stash that I did make intending to keep them. But there's quilts that it definitely won't shock you that I made those and intended to keep them. So I do have, I got 2 quilts right now that I need to quilt that are part of my I intend to keep stash. One that is a gift. This one is also a gift, and actually two that are gifts, and then this one that is a gift. So I do have a lot that are gifted quilts. And gifted quilts, I don't mind what colors I work with. It doesn't really bother me. On what I own personally, it is definitely a challenge. The red is not a big deal. I am planning to keep this because, again, I'm trying to make it a king size because we like the extra drape on our queen size bed to have a king size quilt. But having yellow, that is completely outside of my normal. There's also green in here that is kind of like a lime green. That is not normal for me. That is not normally in my supplies. So there are fabrics definitely in this supply that are just not my normal and not even what I would normally consider working with. But I fell in love with the pattern enough that I wanted to do it. I just didn't know it was not going to be big enough. This will most likely be my last PMQ. The history part drives me crazy. I do not blame you. I can understand that. I do a lot of scrap quilts to donate to charities. I like the idea of that. I do. Judy says, I like all fabrics. Tim Holtz is my favorite line, though. I will have to look at that. Joey says, pay the rent coming in. Thank you. Yes, if you have not hit that thumbs up, hit the thumbs up. That lets YouTube know you're not just here watching and playing for no reason. You are here actively participating, even if you're not chatting a whole lot. Doing that thumbs up tells YouTube that the content is engaging. So that helps my little analytics, whatevers. And I'm very much a mathematics person, so having the analytics helps fuel my brain, even though I'm not earning anything and it doesn't matter right now. But I do appreciate it. So I am going to get off of here. Do not forget, if you want to watch the rest of the Irish Chain Baby Quilt, that is going to be Thursday night at 3 p.m. Mountain Time. So Thursday afternoon, but 3 p.m. Mountain Time. So 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. If you have not caught it already and you want to catch the prior videos, they are long, and I am sorry. I'm not a super fast sewer, but you are going to see literally in real time me working on every part of this. There's only a little bit that I did off of camera, and it was pressing and a little bit of cutting after I showed everybody what was going on. So this is Thursday night. We are going to finish that quilt top. Yep, 5 a.m. bright and early. I will not go live on Saturday. There may be an impromptu live on Friday, and there may be one Sunday evening, maybe. Don't quote me on that, but there might be one. There's a possibility that there will be one. And then I will be back Tuesday, and I will make sure you guys all know, and everything's set up in Facebook so you guys can share and get ready for April 2nd for the Sew and Tell and the giveaway. So I want to thank you again all for being here. I am glad you all joined me and were able to drop in and say hi. It means a lot to me, not as I'm trying to grow my channel or as a monetary thing, because I'm not making money. And even if I were, it wouldn't be going to a lot. I'm not in it for the money. I am in it for the experience and being able to share with you guys. And knowing you guys are here and you guys are dropping in to say hi and loving my content, that is sharing with me so much more than you could realize. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining the Facebook group. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you again for sure next week. Bye.